Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Ash's Cricket Career Mode. We're starting our second match of our career today against Cairns in the Queensland Shield. Playing at Cairns Reserve today. So our first away game, I believe. The mountains in the background. That's a rather unrealistic, but we're batting at number 6 again, behind Kelsall and in front of Sutherland. Neil Riddle again, the 12th man. Cairns is here. We've got the toss, and we won the toss, and we chose to bat first, which meant Phillips and Porterfield came out to the crease to open the batting. Would they be able to put together a strong opening partnership to set us up well for the rest of the game? Dodson will open the bowling. So we are in here. Phillips made 51 before he was out bowled. Kelsey caught Winsell. Porterfield was out for 3 before he was bowled by Dodson. Kamal made 152 before he was out LBW to Winsell. And Ambrose made 11 before he was out bowled Winsell, caught Sutherland. Kelsall's on 73 as we join him at the crease. And our score is at 4 for 290. Here we're facing our first ball to Winsell. Well defended on the front foot there. The Kelsall is on strike. Lovely shot over the top, and he picks up a 4. He struck that one nicely. Here he's on strike again, facing Winsell. He goes through the gap between point and extra cover there, and it will run all the way to the boundary. Kelsall moves into the 80s, and that brings up our 300 as a team. And there, a big shout for LBW against Kelsall there, but I'm pretty sure there was an inside edge, and the umpire agrees.
Not out is the decision from the umpire.
Not out. Here we're on strike to Hickman. 2 short fielders. That one's on the legs, well worked away, and we pick up the first run of our innings to move the score to 300. So it wasn't moved to 300 before. It was moved to 300 there. Here we're on strike against Clements. Get a bit of an under edge there on the cut shot, but thankfully it went straight into the ground and didn't carry to the slips. There, that one nicely hit through mid-wicket. And it will run all the way to the boundary. A lovely shot. And that is 4 runs to move us to 5. Smash. Lovely. Goes all the way. Crashes into the rope. Here, Kelsall has got 4 short fielders around the bat. And he goes over the bowler's head. It runs down the ground. Hits the rope. 4 runs. Kelsall moves to 88. Yeah, there. Another big shout for LBW against Kelsall, but I think again he got an inside edge there. And here we're on strike to Hickman. You go for the big cover drive. There's a big appeal for a stumping, and it is given out. Unfortunately, we're out for 5 for the second time in our career. And as we can see here from the replay, it was a good decision. My foot was on the line but not behind it when the wicketkeeper takes off the bails, and that means that we are out stumped. And as we can take a look here, how is the rest of the batting lineup gone? Kelsall made 95, but he eventually fell. Hickman caught Sutherland. Sutherland for our team picked up 9 before he was out. Bowl Kelsey caught Clements. Renshaw was not out for 27. Goulam made 10 before he was out. Caught and Bowl Winsell. Stain was made 56 before he was out. Bowl Hickman caught Lynn, and our last batsman Kerrigan was run out, which was the last wicket to fall. But here we go. Our first delivery worked into the leg side, and there was a big mix-up. And unfortunately, I didn't even notice, and I just threw the ball back to the keeper, and by then, I tried to press the circle button to knock off the bails, but I pressed the X button instead, and it threw it to the keeper. So we missed out on an opportunity there, and then we got hit over the top of point for 4, and then here we had an LBW shout against Lynn, but I'm pretty sure he got an inside edge on that one. And not out is the call there. And then Lynn flicks us over the top on the leg side. He picks up a 6. And that moved Cairns to none for 41, as we can see here. Steps across, picks it up over the leg side. Nice shot from Lynn. And Stain come into the attack after he made 50. And then we got 1 wicket in the simulation. And before we came back, it was Watson, the opener. He was out for 27, LBW to Kerrigan. Lynn's on 27, and the new batsman Kingma is on 15. Another LBW shout here, but that one, I don't think it was even hitting the stumps.
That's not out.
And if it was definitely an impact outside the line of off stump anyway. Here, that one hit down the ground. If he bent down and tried to field on the follow through, he could have got a caught and bowled, but instead it goes all the way to the boundary, and Lynn picks up 4 runs. And here we go, 2 balls later, a nice little leg cutter there, an appeal, but I'm pretty sure he hit that one as well. And here we go, that one high off the outside edge of the bat. He went hard at it, and it goes over the cover fielder and runs away for 4. That makes Cairns into the 80s as they chase our large total. There we see Lynn getting another edge on it. Runs away, but only for just a single, as the slip fielder does well. But here we're bowling to Kingma. Hits him on the pads. A loud appeal. This time there's no bat on it, and this time the umpire gives him out. Kingma gone for 22, Cairns 2 for 87 now, and he's out. LBW to me. But as Oscar Harvey, the new man, comes to the crease, if we have a look at Hawkeye, despite the pitching saying it would probably go on to hit the stumps, the Hawkeye says it straightened dramatically and was actually not even going to clip the outside of the off stump, going to miss. But that doesn't matter because the umpire gave him out and there are no reviews, and here we're just so close to bowling Oscar Harvey out, but unfortunately it didn't quite straighten enough, and here he gets a thick edge through the gap between slip and gully, and he picks himself up a single as we almost pick up our 2nd wicket. Here on the very next ball, Lynn picks us up over the top of mid-wicket, and it's hit nicely, and it makes it all the way to the boundary for 4 as Lynn moved into the 40s. But here we're coming back onto bowl again. Kerrigan picked up Lynn, bowling him for 45. Oscar Harvey's moved to 24, and Clements has raced to 28 since we last checked, and the Cairns are behind by 279. But you see here another big shout, but I think that one might have been sliding down leg, and the umpire did not give it out. Here we're bowling to Oscar Harvey, and we get a lovely delivery straight through him, knocks over the off stump. Oscar Harvey is out bowled, and he's gone for 25. So we take a look at the replay. Goes through the gap between bat and pad and clatters into the off stump. Oscar Harvey is gone, and that's our 2nd wicket of the day, and Cairns have lost their 4th. and that brought Hickman to the crease, the man who dismissed us in our first innings. But here we are bowling to Clements. It's a nice in-swinger, but finds the edge, but it goes straight along the ground to the man at gully. But here we see, as we come back onto bowl, Hickman was dismissed for 1, Bolstein caught for Porterfield, Clements is on 30, and the new man Sutherland is on none. And we beat the inside edge of Clements there. He may have got a little tickle on it, but it hit the ground before carrying to the keeper. And here, an edge from Sutherland, but straight into the ground before it was fielded by the man at second slip. We're coming back on. We see Clements was picked up by Goulam for 68, with Kelsall taking the catch. Sutherland has moved to 34, and Kelsey is at 6, with Kansas score 6 for 228, and them trailing by 100 or so. But Sutherland clearly not afraid to take on the bowlers, picking me up over the top of mid-on, and picks himself up a boundary to move to 38. As we see Cairns trailing by 193 here later in the over, beating the inside edge as he goes for the cut, but we couldn't find the edge of the bat or the edge of the stump. So it's not out, but there we find the edge, but it goes straight along the ground, fielded by the man at point, no run. Here we're bowling to Kelsey. He lifts us up over the top, attacking over the cover region, and he picks himself up a boundary to move to 10 runs. And Cairns were edging closer to our total as we come back into the attack here, where the score is 9 for 336. Sutherland made himself 100 before he was dismissed. Bowl Kelsall caught Sutherland. Kelsey made 15 before he was out. Bolstein caught Sutherland. Winsall picks himself up 21 before he was out. Bowl Renshaw caught Stain. And Clifford is on 10, with the man at the other end, Dodson, on none. But here we see Clifford smashes up over the top of mid-off. 1 bounce, hits the rope. 4 runs for Clifford. And the score is at 9 for 342. Here we're coming around the wicket to Clifford, angling that one in. I thought there might have been a little tickle on the way through, but the umpire disagreed. Here we see us bowling to Clifford again. A lovely delivery to end off a good maiden over from us.
Frustrating the batsman in that over.
And Cairns were 9 for 348, but that was our last involvement in our first bowling innings, and the last wicket was Clifford, picked up for 25 by Kerrigan. Dodson was the man not out on 15, as Cairns were dismissed for 366. In the second innings, Phillips was out for 50, bowled Dodson, caught Sutherland. Porterfield was run out by Winsell for 5. Kamal was out LBW to Kelsey for 28. Ambrose is currently not out on 34. Kelsall was dismissed, caught and bowled by Hickman for 26. We're at 4 for 143 as we look to set Cairns a target in the second innings. But you'll see that in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.